So I want like a wedge. There you go, and then we can just do wall there. There's like to be honest, I've on my Discord, I think I made a thing for like suggestions or something like that. I was like hoping to get like any suggestions people had for like more goofy stuff that they think would be like interesting, even for like redeems and stuff and whatever it might be. It's like I just hope that wherever it ends up being is kind of like just like funny. Let's see. He's gonna start complaining about structural integrity soon enough. Okay, now let's go outside of that, and then that's apparently can't because there's that one. Like, oh, it's in. I can say. Technically, what I do anyway is like I need to. Like, I don't understand why this is apparently not structurally sound. Let's see. I don't know why, like, it's not allowing that. Let's see. Guys, I understand like the building's not really the most interesting part of the game. Uh, I wasn't really planning to build. And to be honest, I might even just pause halfway and leave that to be like another day's job. The thing is like, you know, how do you fix this wedge issue? Especially as like, is it now okay to, okay, now for some reason it's okay to have that there. And then wedges, that there, and then like I remember like Ham and Wah talking about some guru guy or something that apparently was like really good at making buildings or something. Not really my forte. Seeing like this is all gonna be underneath Earth anyway. At least I got kind of something here, and then like I can probably make another Lang expansion and have it go out this way or something, and then essentially something like that. Have it like extend off this side. The problem is that I'm on an incline. Like, I never thought about this far ahead, because I wasn't thinking about, like... I was thinking, like, this is going to be a temporary base, and then wherever else I build will be big. Like, technically, this still could be. Like, this could just be a case of I basically build... Essentially, there's, like, a little tunnel to be kind of like an asshole. But I can put a water shield on this side, and a water shield on that side. And then the only ones who can cross through this way would be people that have, like, my... who's, like, either associate or co-owner. Like, I could just be an asshole and block off one of the ways to get through here. But there's another way over that way. If someone's driving vehicles, there's two ways to get around here. I just mean I could technically be an ass. Which I probably would be. Like, I wouldn't put that against the possibilities. Things like this is gonna be already big enough, like, to clear most things. So, like, technically speaking, what I do is do this one, utilities, shield wall. Then what I do is go back to this one. Then what we do is we do inclines. Then what we do is roof, where we basically make this into, not like this. When I spoke to War said to not be scared about destroying your base a few times. It's probably like some decent advice. Again, I don't really hope to have to redo a lot of this. I kind of hope this is going to be a one and done situation. And what I can do here is wedges. Then that's just going to see my package got sent. Yeah. My options were kind of like to keep this all level ground. Like I could just extend this outwards this way. Works either way. But I could also, I guess, have this as like just a thing to look out into the distance, I guess, or just have it like. Then again, I say that, but the sandstorms are gonna come, and sandstorms will destroy anything I leave out. Then what I could do is structural. Then we do rooftops. But this is gonna be shit. Don't know. Guess I have like a random serving room or something. I don't know. Walls have half walls here. Because it's also dark here, I guess I could also put down some lights. Light in. Oh, apparently I'm out of scourgement. I guess lights will be a future addition later on. What I might do though is change this into this one. I want to replace that. Really? Polish. Build. Demolish. Build, but rotate. Then what we do is can't see that went the right way. I don't think it did. No. Demolish. Also, I'm not sure how up to date you are with the bricks minifig stuff. I was actually watching something yesterday. Yesterday, it was literally like this morning while I was doing stuff, and it was the CEO's like sons, like the sons, the dad of him. He's like talking about how apparently his sons illegally kicked him out of the company, but at the same time he's also, well, like saying that his sons are criminals for kicking him out of the business. He's also condemning Ben, saying that YouTubers apparently shouldn't be allowed to harass business people, or like affect businesses or whatever. And I'm like, they're going like, well, the reason he's doing this is because of that the company that you used to be a CEO of, that your sons apparently legally kicked you out of. Yeah, I know. I literally saw it. It was like this morning slash last night. So basically, the father of Bricks and Mix CEOs, they're the two brothers. Their dad was messaging on Facebook a response. You know, and also it's like you gotta think this guy was who owned this company, right? Apparently, he could barely spell. Because like I was like seeing the messages he was writing, and like yeah, he's like, for example, he was making mistakes. Yeah, I was literally looking at then. It was just like during Boka's stream as well. Um, for example, something I remember hearing about the small claims court was about how Ben accidentally sued the wrong people, and even Ben himself said that he accidentally sued the wrong people. And then Boca was saying about how like no, he didn't sue the wrong people. They just didn't pay him because they shut down the store. And it's like, well, actually, the reason why like they shut down the store, yeah, but it wasn't because they were getting sued. Because later on it was more that when it was more like they directed at them. Yeah, the Lego scandal. The thing is, like, I'm not someone who actually cares too much for Lego because I never really grew up with it. So the thing is, like, I've been seeing the scandal, and the only thing that's been like keeping me interested in it has been the fact that like how the company has been like so blatant on just straight up uh, do anything they can, even if it means them breaking the law to like get at Ben. I'm like surprised enough that like it's like the fact that this all could have ended with them just like, originally giving back the Legos or even after the lawsuit make it like writing out some check or something. Like this all could have been sorted a more peaceful way, and it just and then you have like the father or the current owners that's like saying that his sons apparently like stole the business from him, but then yeah, making things look good isn't really my forte. Uh, Go dehydrated is my forte. Uh, it's like especially like when you think like how big like the scandal got, and like for example, I've now seen channels I never even knew existed. Stuff like I found one where it was like Lego lawyer or something like that, where apparently they deal with like Lego cases or something. I'm like they're going like, how many fucking Lego scandals is there out there for there to be like a whole fucking YouTube for it? Like, how often is this outside of the Ben case? It was like Lego lawyer something something. No, thank you, Frankie. It's just kind of funny 'cause it's just like yeah. When it came to this like Lego lawyer thing, channel, um, it had like over I want to say like 100 300,000 subscribers. Um, and it was like on their video they were talking about how the chances of Bricks and Minifigs having committed a RICO uh, crime across multiple states. Uh, saying about like especially like after hearing from more than just the I keep getting mixed up with like the names of the two different parties. Basically the previous uh, franchise owners, basically the oh, sorry, should get out the sun if I'm dehydrated. Um, I should also thank you, Frankie, for the drink. Uh, it's just basically it's just like how much is a snowboard? The thing is, like when they already knew there was a consignment agreement, and they like already admitted that they have the like Lego, and about how they've admitted to like uh sort of having it in store, and yeah, and then like when they're given like photo proof of Lego sets that are time dated to the day that the previous franchise owners were kicked out, it's just it's a crazy story. Um, is this what I want to do, or do I want to have this more as like in the case of the uh sort of small claims court, apparently Ben sued uh, essentially the previous owners. Cause, so BAM was the main company that owned the franchise, or they owned like the LLC or something, and it was like they closed down the LLC when they took the I can't remember what it's called. Like when the something agreement was uh something. Yeah, it goes over the top of my head. Uh, yes, I'm gonna just want to increase these. Increase these inclines. It's kind of flat ground from here. Uh, I think it's like after I do these ones, then I guess it would be another incline to do. Incline. The thing is, the way I see it is like most scandals and stuff like that come up, they don't live too long. Even when you have like YouTubers that talk about how, like usually big streamers, they talk about, oh, we should be talking about this. It's like a week goes on, and then any drama kind of dries up from there. Like at that point, everyone already knows about it. People have made their stance. Let's see. Ooh. Let's do. There's like the. Probably to get away with doing like the slight incline. Or dehydrate again. Bit on brand. I kind of wish like I paid attention more because like the amount of times I realize that I've like forgotten something. Like when I was looking at my Subnautica, like where I was playing Subnautica, I was looking at the footage from it, and it was literally just like me going, sort of like, oh, I'm about to run out of oxygen, and then I'll like completely forget the fact I just said I'm about to run out of oxygen, and I'll just immediately go into, oh yes, clearly I'm out of oxygen. Let me just dive down deeper quickly. Is that the right wedge one? I don't think it is. Polish, build, wedges. Like you can see where like the house is like kind of on uneven ground just for the fact like the, the walls aren't gonna air. I don't know. There's not normally it's like odd day. Um, structural walls. I've run out again of material. Time to get my buggy again. So I get like my buggy and then we be like, oh, sandstorm in 2 minutes or sandstorm in my area. Look, I'm just like now feeling like local singles in my area and just like so just like oh yeah, clearly this picture of this really hot girl is really available in my area, and it just ends up being like some guy catfishing you. I was watching I think it's from a clip from some movie or something. It's either some movie or it was just some random fucking meme. Um, and it was like uh, these two guys. This one guy talking about how he's got a new girlfriend, how he hasn't seen her in her actual face yet or anything like that. Just seen her anime profile picture. He looks at his friend and then adds. Well, the actual, I thought it was like every hour and a half or something. Maybe it's no. I have it on automatic. To be honest, I was too scared to touch the ads one because I don't want to fuck it up. Like I know, like Twitch is gonna play ads regardless. It's not like you just don't enable your ads and then they go, oh yeah, that's fine, sure. Because like when you sign on to be affiliate, you're also like you do get a cut of the ad revenue, but at the same time, it's like an agreement where you're supposed to run ads a certain amount of time per, you know. It's like an agreement you've accepted. Yeah, it's stuff like that which can be awkward sometimes. Especially when you don't know what you're signing. You're just like, yes, 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 yes. And then you start getting told like, oh, you haven't done this yet in the agreements you've already agreed to. I'm like, huh? Welcome back from ads. Depending on how you see it, the ads either saved you from my yapping, uh, or was potentially, I guess it depends. I don't know about other people's ads. My ads tend to be, there's one where it's like a guy saying what to do when you drown. I get army ads. I get Twitch Turbo ads. I used to get underwear ads. Where used to keep on giving male underwear ads, which like I don't know if you understand this, but typically a guy does not want to get like close-ups on other guys' junk. No matter how sigma their level may be. That's why occasionally when it would do the advert for the opposite sex, when it would do uh, female underwear ads to me, I was a bit more uh, exceptional. Because it's like it doesn't either one doesn't sell me a product that I'm actually going to buy, but on the other hand, hey, see that sandstorm that's in that distance? That's cutting down in distance, and if I were to like go on the map and try finding said sandstorm, that seems to be going in a direction such as that, which looks like it won't hit me. Look, a sandstorm that doesn't hit me. That's what we call miracle. Also, I don't actually know how long I'm going to be streaming today. I've like total sleep I've had is probably about 2 hours. I'm currently awake now. I can promise you, in a few hours, I'm going to crash out really hard. Uh, that's what my last kind of energy drink's for. To work that out. Okay. So, first things first. Let's just do this wall here, this wall here. Wedge piece. was hoping this could go into that gap there, but I'm assuming not. Like, if I do this one, and then... It looks like I might just be able to do a wall, maybe? No, it looks like it's gonna have to be a wedge to fit into that. Question though is which wedge? Yeah. And then it's do that wedge. Um, let's have a big incline. We're gonna do another small one. It's also around this time where I'm kind of going, fuck the building for a minute. I'm gonna kind of give up on building for a sec. I'll deal with this another day. Where I make sure my buggy's in there. Hi Liz, you doing all good? How you been playing in your daily, by the way? Hopefully, I think it's been alright for you. It's like I saw you go to Power World yesterday. You fucking, you bloody, no, you fucking, no, you fucking, no, you bloody, no, bloody, no. Bloody, fucking, bloody, bloody. You bloody. I, why are you fucking me? I block you. I love like at the end of that they actually get really polite to each other. It's like after screaming all that at each other, they get really polite. I saw you in Power World, go on Power World. So I was like, I thought you were going to be streaming. I guess like you're probably doing some Power World off stream. I think you did say that it was a friend's server or something, right? Ah, the grind. I can understand. Me who looks like uh, literally been playing Dune since basically yesterday, and hasn't stopped. But I think didn't Frankie join you on it as well? But I think it was both of you, right? Chat we'll do a test station. The thing is, like, I believe you did it with. I think Frankie joined you or something. But it's also, I don't know how, because it's when it comes to Power Word, I heard that there's an update soon. Because the thing is, there's someone who I watch who plays Power World, and she was saying about how she's planning to wipe her server because there's apparently some update that's going to affect the start and mid game of Power World, which if your server is not like up to date when that happens, it basically means that like it wouldn't affect your gameplay, but it will like kind of affect progression to a degree. I heard that they're changing some bits in the start and mid areas, and it's like any already current servers aren't gonna have that. But it's I don't know if your friend is like, are they planning to do like a server wipe to sort of deal with it, or are they planning just to like just not. I guess the problem is like when you get like a game that has like it actually updates or changes like the environment and stuff. Yeah, it's just kind of I don't know how it works to be honest. Uh, so it helps my remember my character needs to drink. But yeah, it's like I know the person who I see play Power World. They said they are planning to do an update. Or like they're planning to wipe their server to get before the next update happens. Uh, they may not, like the one you're playing with, but like that's just up to them if they do or not. Also, on a side note, do you know how dumb I am in this one? Someone asked me to come here to do this station, right? I never decided to go around that corner, so I keep on pressing this button, running over here, like, oh, why is that door not opening? Oh, maybe I have to do something with this thing over here. Ah, thank you for the 7-day streak. Thank you, thank you. I didn't realise there's just a big green button over here. Prize. Oh, God. That works, I guess. What I could do, I'm gonna hope this doesn't kill Dune. Let's see. This might kill Dune, but we'll see. If it does, I don't really lose much. There's also a good time to show off something. Like see my encoder. E. Basically, I'm still fixed my model a little bit. I'm currently got things I'm doing with them. Stuff like some new outfits. Yeah, I'm basically like trying to play around my model a little bit. As you can see, like my mouth is like, yeah. I assume there'll be lag. Dune is pretty heavy. Yeah, I'll close VTuber. There you go. I thought there might be lag with doing that. Basically, I'm currently playing with Round, my VTuber model. Because it is one of like the downsides of Dune. It's literally I launched Dune, and it tells me like we don't think your graphics card or your PC can actually play Dune. Me with like 37 parts on YouTube with Dune, because of it doesn't stop me from playing Dune, and it's like literally the only problem is just that like Dune takes a lot out of my RAM, also does OBS, and then on top of that like my browser and stuff like that all takes away from the RAM, and RAM's not really the most cheapest thing to get, and even then. Hi Cheddar. What I have learned is I think that. Thank you, Cheddar. You actually helped me test something. I was like testing something yesterday, trying to get to work, and I can see it's not working. Basically, it's supposed to like, do like a counter for how many times you got first, but it's only supposed to be once per stream. But Frankie already redeemed it earlier, so the thing is, like, it shouldn't have been able to redeem a second time. So what I'm gonna do is until per stream. Oh, I see. I did it in the wrong one. There you go. I fixed that. I need to fix that one. Also, thank you for getting your daily coin. Basically, someone was asking me some questions about StreamerBot, and I was like trying to help them with it. That was just more like an example I made for them, and then I decided to switch it around. What it looks like is I actually made it once per user instead of once per stream. I clicked on like the wrong one. So thank you for like you've actually helped me like test out now, so I know now what was like causing that. Also, Yui, thank you for getting your daily coin as well. I basically I'd like to, in my free time. I play around with StreamerBot because I just have a lot of fun playing around with it. As well as like if people are having issues, I love to give them the help. There you go. We got an idea. Just send it. It's just like I need to work out because like yeah, if like I love giving people help with StreamerBot because it's like it's fun for me to work out what the issues are sometimes. I like to work out why things aren't working. Uh, it's kind of like when I do have something that works, I'm also happy about that as well. Uh, so for example, like I've got stuff like Group Gamble. Uh, it's very simple. It basically just uses Twitch's own uh, sort of like prediction thing, where people can put in points into random numbers, and one of those get pulled, and the winner will get some extra channel points. Uh, it's kind of like I have like little things that I sort of try to play around with. I was gonna see about making a text adventure thing that used the things as well. Thing is, like, I love it when I get like it's kind of like trying to work out so what happens really. But yeah, it's like I kind of got like where the orange redeems are like Tangia, the red ones and yellow ones are me. That first is off color because I didn't change its color correctly. Uh, and like the yeah, uh, I end up like it's one of those things of like I also put things on back burner. So if I can't work out what the issue is, I put on a back burner. I'll come back to that in like a minute or two, and then it's like 3 months later. Oh yeah, I put that thing on the back burner. What? How'd that thing go? Like I'm gonna have to like because the person I sent that to help them make their thing they wanted, I'm gonna have to tell them that I actually like clicked the wrong button instead of like per stream. I clicked per user, uh, which like yeah, that's gonna be something that I'll be hopefully fixing soon. Because things I only have like two things that tracks user uh, sort of has like a user counter, and that's just going to be that first counter and the daily rewards. I was actually going to make like a WebSocket thing, which basically would then let people yeah. It's I was gonna make a WebSocket thing where it was like I have basically a file on my computer that would basically feed into OBS, numbers, like a leaderboard of like top 3 people with chibi coins, and it will basically show you who has the most first. It's like something I was like after they asked me to help with it, I was like looking into doing that. I just thought like that'd be kind of like cool to do. Uh, just like a little like extra sort of fun bit. Uh, I tend to like also plan stuff and then just don't take it too far. Also, I could already tell that I was going to be dehydrating again because I keep forgetting about that. Also, I should put my shield on too. It's like I thought basically I'll quickly open that door. Like here, I keep on forgetting exactly what I need to do. Oh, like I don't actually know everything I need to do except for just kill people. I was about to walk straight back out and throw a laser. There you go. Did I even bring that much ammo? I kind of like said screw it to like building and then just came over. Fight each other over coins now. There was one point where like, cause when I was like thinking about like having the kind of like gamble mechanics, cause I was like debating having like a blackjack thing, but I didn't know like how to implement it and stuff like that. And then I was then thinking like when it comes to currency wise, like having like a separate currency from bits, not you know like bits and channel points. I wanted to like separate from that, which would people could use to do something. But then it's like it's I had like multiple things going in my head. So like one part of me is kind of like I like the chip coins to be like a replacement for the streaks because I've had it like a lot of times where like I'll go into streams, Twitch won't recognize me going into a stream, and then my streaks are broken. Like I get that with like D-Tone for example, where like I'll be in his streams, like just lurking, and then it just literally won't even count my like views sometimes. Or like not yesterday, day before that, I was in Boca's stream for a solid about hour or two, chatting in chat as well, and it was like there's like a bit about casting magic and like a lot of TTS and stuff, and then it was like after Boca stopped streaming, I got a message from Twitch to be like, your streak for Boca's almost broken. To save it, watch your VOD to fix your. I'm like, Twitch, what are you going on about? I was literally in her chat. I don't understand Twitch personally. Yeah, I got this new shotgun as well. Also, have a nice luck, by the way. Come out of here. I had this like set to the easiest level because I knew like I would feel like I was before. Yeah, have a nice lurk, Cheddar. Looks like I've killed them all. Uh, Also, before like any enemies spawn again, I'm going to be needing to grab uh, some. Well, I already have heals. I just need to like put that in my inventory. Yeah, the things like when it comes to like Twitch with like lurkers, right? Especially it's like where if you have multiple streams up and stuff like that, I know they don't count the view and stuff. But I would think that like it should like for example, I have like times where I've been in chats and I haven't spoken, and it still counted it towards the stream, like stream streak, or like there's times where like I wish it would give me an input of like before the stream die like goes off. Like they could tell me beforehand that if the stream dies, I'll like miss out. There's I assume that there's supposed to be some timer or something to get this done. Protest station 51. Oh, I forgot there's supposed to be like a timer for like how long it takes you to do stuff. But like I did hear about like how Twitch wanted to like crack down on lurkers and stuff like that. I'm not actually sure like how true that is. That's just what I heard people say before. And you just realised that that's actually what I had to pick up there. But I'm actually really dumb because I didn't realise that was there last time I was here. Well, as there is also a thing up here as well. I understand there's a timer, but I'm not really too concerned about the timer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more like concerned about getting like some free stuff. Yeah, it's just like when it comes to Twitch's system, like the thing is I think Twitch just has like a lot of things in it that's just naturally broken to some degree. Or like things of where like because they're relying on ways to kind of cut down costs because of like there's just not enough people or money to do something. Sorry, distracted as I get stabbed. Typical day in London. Actually, I'd say I've gone to London. Like I live like not too far from London, so like yeah, I can say like the idea of stabbings happening and everything, probably maybe. It's just I'd just say it probably depends where in London you are. Depends on how likely you're gonna get stabbed, or someone try to mug you, or something happening to you. I love it when the enemies just like kind of like stand there. Fire in the hole. Access granted. I can't remember if there's something to do with that. I can't remember. 'Cause I only went in here like I think once or twice. Just happy that I'm doing something that isn't just building. Not gonna lie, was slowly dying a little bit inside as like I kept on like trying to work out what I wanted to do. Get into the building here and then pick myself up. Hopefully the light won't hit me through the doorway. Oh. Thing is, like, I don't know if I missed anything. I just basically knew I need. Oh, also ads are here. But that doesn't like count as like me having to restart. I think last time I did this, I took about 45 minutes, but that's because like I didn't realize I was getting timed, so I was literally just eating a pizza. My stamina bar increase while this thing passes me, and then I'm just happy enough it's not going to be like, hey, yeah, so you need to fight all these people again, and then after you fight these people, you need to do this puzzle over here again. First door. I really need to stop being like impatient. Actually, something I should probably look into, actually. Because I've got 15 skill points. You'd think I would have remembered about like how I can use my skill points. Oh look, I can optimize dehydration. Is it conditioning? I need like the next level to do that stuff. Lead tolerance, solid stance, confidence. Like as about the timer of like how long it takes me to do this. Physical scan, sure, why not? Because it helps if I go a shield on. Oh my god. How about you actually click the button? Oh god. Yeah, I got everything. There you go. Then when I have to like re-get some of that loot. So I know it's the boss fight I do next, so I'm just gonna make sure I have all my guns and shit loaded. Imagine if I went here first and then dealt with the bonus shit at the back. Like why he's doing that. It's nice when you go to the deep desert first, get yourself some nice guns. But normally in this game, guns do dog. Unless you just like decide that you're just gonna go to deep desert sooner. Well, I'm about to take your blood. I don't know if I can't pick up your body. I was hoping to take the spoils. I've only done 2 of the testing stations before, this one and another one. The other one, all I remember was like thinking more people. When you had these like people that's just coming out of the dark. I want to do something about my inventory because I do want to take more of that. Like, I don't need this. It's got some other bits there that look important. I'll drop the aluminium ore. I don't need a broken gun. And it does less damage than my current ones. There you go, and then whatever loot I can grab one here. One thing that's quite annoying with Dune is it keeps on trying to give you hints, even when you've already done this stuff on the previous save, or if you make a new character, regardless of like how many times you've done this. There you go. Done that. And to be honest, I'm probably just gonna leave back and get up to my base because I'm kind of running on fumes as is. So I'll probably see who's live and then read out to someone. The thing is, I'll probably, I don't know, I'll either read into someone who I know or don't know. It's like, normally I raid into people that I'm already, like, following. But then, like, lately I've been raiding into people that I don't follow, but, like, I've been trying to aim for, like, friends of people I follow. I thought, like, maybe, like, that'd be, so it's like still like not like it's like adjacent audience rather than like someone random. But the thing is, I probably have to look at my other account to see who is live. Before I raid out, I'm probably gonna go into. Well, I'll close down Dune, and then I can use my model as I'm raiding out. Yeah, it takes a little bit between the servers. There you go. I love how it literally makes it so uh, you literally start on the sand. You know why? Just like a worm may or may not be. Now the thing is, be near the hammer. But I struggle to just be able to tell because I see BB's base. You know, I literally went on a spot where I should have been near my base anyway. Unless like I was technically in the zone beneath it or above it, I don't know. I kind of just wish it would just put you back into this last spot you left from, but I guess it helps because like if you weren't near your base when you left, you can kind of come back. Then I feel like if you're leaving the Haggard Basin, you probably plan to leave. No, it was good to see if I remember to have fuel on me. The answer is yes. Thing is, like, I was gonna basically, go like, I went off from Dune earlier because I was thinking I wanted to get some breakfast in or something before I streamed, right? But if I didn't do that, if I decide not to like have breakfast or anything to eat before, I probably would have like asked BB to like join me in some of the stations, and I probably would have put the difficulty up, even to like a degree that it would just kill me and him, because I just think it would be funny. If I say like this is like level 1, but I actually like make it level 10. For him to be kind of like, God, is this really what the enemies outside of the Haggard Basin be like? And I'd be like, yeah, yeah. The enemy increase and like it's all part of that grand strategy of the olden days. I just thought it would be really funny. Just like he lets me set the level, and I'm just like there going like level 1, level 5, level 7, level 10. To a point where like enemies would just shoot us once, our shield would be gone. Shoot second time, it just go straight for our health. Especially in the rooms where it spawns multiple enemies. Uh, but I feel like then like PB would probably reattach his ability to deflect or like deflect bullets. I imagine it's got its own cooldown of like probably 30 seconds or 20 seconds or something. He's like, yeah, I love to do that sort of stuff. Like, even if I had to suffer or dying a few times and it destroyed parts of my items, I played enough Dune to where I'm willingly would just re-get items so I can repair my stuff, right? But at the same time, it would just be funny if I just gaslight him to be like, "Oh, enemies are this strong. You're gonna have to make sure your character's super strong before you leave the Haggard Rate." But as we know, like he will never learn of this. So at a later point, I will take him into one and not tell him. This is like then I get like a message later. So yeah, I saw a clip where I saw part of the VOD, and it starts to question me, and I'd just be like, "What? Nah, who would? That would be so mean to do that to someone." And then kind of like make you like what's the technique called again? Where you like make the person accusing you into the accuser into the victim or something like that, or like the accused into the I forgot what it's called. Where yeah, so I basically was going towards the wrong base. Let's go to my other base. That's where I want to be. So it's actually this way for another 4,000 meters or 4 kilometers. I can't remember like the name of it, but it's where you basically turn. I don't think it's the strawman one. That's where you get someone, you use them as an example of like use them as an example to blame someone else. But there's like a technique where like you make you sound like the victim, and then accuse them for whatever it ends up being. It's a form of gaslighting. But I just like the idea of like, you know, that, or for example, if I gave him, for example, like a vehicle, but that vehicle I just like gave it destroyed treads, or like switched out the treads without I'm realizing. That he sadly would notice, because he would notice it go from yellow to orange or red. But like, yeah, just like let him sort of see Henry. Henry's the worm. Then he call, I call him Henry because it's like I couldn't be named too long. Name too long. Long name, me short. Short name, me head go yes. Long name, my head go I got remember. And remember in not what brain do. In best of English. Luckily I put fuel in, so I don't have to worry about fuel going out. If we had it my way, we'll have like this entire like desert be full of factories. Especially as like, I know my character is a clone. It literally says it in like the intro. That you just wouldn't understand it unless you didn't already know. So technically, clones in this world is a thing. So we get factories, but clones. Are clones really human? Do clones get equal rights? See, questions. We always ask the moral ones. Do clones count? Technically, they're just a backup. Like, technically, if you think in the case of Naruto, right, if you were to, like, make shadow clones and then make them go into a factory, guess what? You only had to feed one person for them to make the shadow clones. And, you know, I think I know the solution. Yeah, she is. They are not very good people. That's a meme. He's like, when it comes to like, when it comes to Trump, I don't like or dislike him. I'm kind of like on the fence on it, where like, I kind of think he actually goes too soft on a lot of things. Again, it's at the same time, I say that, but like I don't know enough to really make a judgment against that. Fair point. So, like, technically speaking, you have one person, you have them fed well, then you send all their clones to a factory. Uh, I used to be like, in my last job, saying about how, like, if I could have any ability from Naruto, it would just be shadow clones. Because I would literally get out of bed, make tons of shadow clones from it. Also, I remember it's like your shadow clones, like when they come back to you or something, where like they can also like pass things back onto you or something like that. I don't know if it's like what the limitations of that is. Like I know Naruto used it to with Sage Jutsu, so he could like do that with the Nine Tails and Jutsu. Well, with, you know, both being against each other. So it kind of just makes me wonder, right? Like, because for example, I've been seeing skits of where people make shadow clones. They make them do like clone jutsu to turn into a female and doing it that way, and then asking about how if uh, someone made someone else's clone uh, pregnant, if what happens if the clone poofs and stuff like that. Like I've been watching skits on like Instagram about that. Like so the thing is just like I don't know how much the shadow clone affects when it goes back to its like when it basically goes away. But it's just like when I was at work, I used to like dream that I like could essentially make multiple clones of myself. Cause there's like a manual that I was watching before, where it's this guy that has like a clone ability, and it's like as his clones do stuff, the host kind of gets benefits with it. I try to spam it. But even then, like technically, if I could even make myself 3 shadow clones, then that's 4 different jobs, like retail jobs I can do. If it's full-time jobs, then at the time I was thinking like at the time I was getting like 1,500 from my job at that time. So it would be like that times 4. So we're really talking about like sort of 6 grand a month, especially as those clones aren't going to really be needing to sort of be treated the nicest. They like as long as it's not damaged enough to make them poof. Uh, but essentially, then you'd get like 6 grand from 6 people that are all legal citizens because they're all just you, just spread about. Uh, I was thinking along the lines of that. Or, for example, there's like the Manamwa that I watched where it was like this guy who like he starts off with being able to make 1 clone. It goes up as his like level increases, and it's like as the clones like I remember like one of his clones, he made it like exercise until it basically died. And it was like when the clone died, it just basically made his like physical status go up. So where he was like started out as like one of those like kind of like fat, ugly, short characters, because his clones were doing exercise to death, like exercising to death and stuff like that. Um, they were literally like making his stat go up. But I just like the idea of just like, you know, either I have it in the case of I work as well and I get like tons of money with my clones, but then I get all the profit, or B, because of like all my clones are working out technically while doing those jobs, when they disappeared, if I'd lose weight that way, or just in general get stronger. Like if I had a clone that was doing like lots of heavy labor, uh, yeah. Or for example, depending on the amount of clones that you can make, if you basically marketed yourself as a support company, kind of like I forgot what they're called. We had it in my shop where we had these people come in for like agency workers, where they worked for like an agency that basically just provided like manpower to stuff. So like if a store needed more people, but they couldn't actually have any of their own staff do it, they'd basically just pay a big chunk of money to an agency to send some people over. I could literally like, when I was talking to them, they told me that they actually get like a decent amount of money. It's just the only problem with the job is they literally have to travel all around the country. Uh, so I was thinking there, like, technically speaking, I could be a one. Like, I could say, hey, instead of hiring like 5 people, I could just go there and be the 5 people. Uh, but if I could make as many clones as Naruto, I would like. You would have a case of my clones are literally getting so many jobs that I've literally just got them get they do another jobs. Like for example, like I'll get like one of my clones. Actually, if I had 2 abilities, then I can. If I had the ability to also transform them, I could just literally make some of my like clones commit sort of fraud and stuff, and it's like, as far as they're concerned, it's just someone else. So I just like take up every single job of every clone, and then to a point where there's like no jobs, and I'm literally just like starting to make like clones that are the same as other people, like changing how they look, and then making them just like commit like tax fraud or something, or like commit just fraud or something. Uh, sure, shits. It'd be like the government, like, we need to increase the amount of jobs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do that, do that. Just like me, just like earning more than most, like sort of. Well, actually, I don't want to actually imagine what my tax would be. That I would literally have to make like a clone of me that's whole purpose is to take the brunt of the tax fraud. So he just serves jail, like a weekly shadow clone that goes into jail to commit tax fraud. Actually, that might actually work. Actually, if it's like, oh, sorry, we're gonna have to arrest you. Well, which one of us did it? Because it could have been me or my clone here. Because technically speaking, he was in charge of my finances. If he made a mistake, that clearly means that he's actually the one at fault. If I hired myself to, uh, it's like when you get a Google, when they have like the, I think it's like the ABC company or something, where like the ABC company holds like all their like patents or something, or holds like a bunch of like companies they've bought, but then Google own them. So then it's a case of like instead of Google paying out taxes, it's like it's the ABC. Uh, Instead of like have multiple different like businesses attached to the main one, it's just like the basically own one that's like manages all of it. So yeah, do that, but then like uh, I'll do it in the case of like what the Queen used to do. We have a place called New Jersey, not the US one. Britain has one, um, or like Jersey or whatever. Uh, Basically, it's known as a tax haven in the UK. So I could have my clone just like stationed over there, and say he's my accountant. You're just gonna have to talk to my accountant. Uh, and then also, like, if I could, along with the shadow clone jutsu, also transform him into people, I could transfer him into an actual accountant, so then they would actually think he's that accountant. And then when my shadow clone poofs, and they have to find who it was, like the guy that did my accounting and did tax fraud, they would then have to find the guy that looks like him, which would be an actual guy. So, then they have a physical person to take to jail. It's not going to poof, and they're not going to have to do like a whole human search for like an escaped fraudster. Uh, I'm actually liking this. Uh, just like somehow develop shadow jutsu in real life. True, but from that, I just need a strong enough alibi. So I could be. I don't know how my DNA got there. I was on CCTV footage at this place of work. Just like points at one of like the places my clones were working at. Just, I'm like, there's CCTV of me physically being here. I don't know how the DNA got over there. It also then there was a little bit depends a little bit on also how much goes away when the clone poofs away. Like, does every bit of DNA poof away as well? And three to replace at the same time. Exactly. Then they're gonna have to like somehow prove that I was at this 21st place as well, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I can't help it if people look like me. Yeah, you can't. It's like when they also realize that the wages are going to that accountant from all those 20 other jobs, and then goes filtered through that accountant to me, and I'm like, hey, you're just gonna have to find my accountant. Like I said, I was in this location. Uh, but technically, if they don't know what's going on, and they don't understand how it's physically possible. Like, could you imagine like what the job network would be like in the Hidden Leaf, like when Naruto's techniques out there? Just like I would just make ads.